Another week, another round of incredible Serie A action. Buonasera and bentornato to another episode of This is Calcio. Let's jump straight to Sardinia, where Juventus scraped a 2-1 win over Cagliari. The game's not even 10 minutes old when Razvan Marin robbed the ball off Dybala in Cagliari's half, sprinted down the line, set it up for João Pedro, who opened the scoring with a curler into the top corner from just inside the penalty box. Paulo Dybala's shot from outside the box was parried away by Alessio Cranio, but the ball fell kindly to Luca Pellegrini, who unleashed a shot into goal. However, the goal was ruled out as the ball had hit Rabiot's hand on the way to goal. Juventus finally leveled the score right on halftime when Juan Cuadrado danced on the left wing before crossing for Matthias de Ligt to head home. With 15 minutes to go, Dybala's through ball split the Cagliari's defense, allowing Dusan Vlahovic to run in and score the winner, despite Giorgio Altare getting a touch before the Serbian, but it wasn't enough. Scudetto contenders Napoli failed to take advantage of Milan's slip-up from the week before as they fell to Fiorentina despite playing at home in front of a sell-out crowd. The Partenope pushed their opponents back from the first whistle, but the Viola weathered the storm and even struck first in the 29th minute. Cristiano Biragi's cross was headed away, but Alfred Duncan put it right back into the box. Koulibaly, harassed by Arthur Cabral, could only head it as far as Nico Gonzalez, who thumped in the opener off the post. A through ball put Victor Osimhen through in the second half, and he had the vision to cut it back to Dries Mertens, who hit it first time into goal for the equalizer. That was also practically his first touch since coming onto the pitch as a substitute. Another substitute, this time from Fiorentina, got on the score sheet as well. Jonathan Ikone controlled a cross from Nico Gonzalez before unleashing the ball into the far bottom corner to restore the Viola's lead. Arthur Cabral then made it 3-1 with a superb solo effort that left Lobotka sprawling on the pitch before curling the ball past Ospina. Victor Osimhen escaped from his Igor shackles to chase down a Mario Rui cross before volleying the ball past Terracciano to make it 3-2 on the day. Atalanta's downward spiral continues as they were beaten by giant killers Sassuolo at the Mappe. Sassuolo almost got an early goal as a deflected Maxime Lopez shot looped over into goal, but Sportiello managed to get his fingertips on it. At the other end, Concili also managed to tip a Pasalic shot onto the crossbar before going out for a corner. A swift counter-attack saw Kyriakopoulos crossing the ball into Atalanta's box for Hamid Traore to chase down and smash it into goal for the first goal of the match. 15 minutes into the second period, Traore struck again for Sassuolo. Receiving the ball on the left, Traore cut into the centre before unleashing a shot into the near corner, leaving Sportiello clawing at nothing. Atalanta did manage to get on the score sheet right at the end. Juan Tresoldi misjudged a Malinovsky ping from deep, allowing Luis Muriel the simplest of tasks, slotting the ball past Andrea Concili in goal. Roma had to come from behind to beat bottom-placed Salernitana at the Olimpico. Defender Ivan Radovanovic struck a thunderous free-kick from just outside the penalty box to give Salernitana a surprise lead after 22 minutes. The Lupi tried to find an equalizer, but it would only come in the 81st minute. Keeper Luigi Sepe was unsighted when Carlos Perez curled one in from outside the box. With 5 minutes to go, Jordan Veretout free kick found Chris Smalling at the far post, who smashed the ball home for the winning goal. And here are the rest of the results from round 32. Empoli could only get a goalless draw against Spezia, while Inter did their job against Verona. Lazio beat Genoa 4-1 with Ciro Immobile scoring a hat-trick. Udinese condemned Venezia to yet another week in the bottom three as they ran out 2-1 winners at the Lagoon. Milan dropped another 2 points, this time against Torino, while Bologna got a 2-0 win against Sampdoria. Now let's take a look at the current standings after 32 rounds of matches. Milan are still on top with 68 points, but Inter are closing in. They are just 2 points away with a game in hand. Juventus remains 4th at 62 points, but Roma are just 5 points behind them, and Lazio a further 2 points. Fiorentina moved up to 7th with 53 points and a game in hand after their win against Napoli, while Atalanta dropped to 8th after their loss against Sassuolo. They also have a game in hand. Down at the bottom, we see Cagliari not able to pull away from the relegation zone after their loss last week. They are still just 3 points above Venezia, who has a game in hand. Genoa also shares the points with Venezia at 22 points, but Salernitana are still dropped dead bottom with 16 points from 30 matches. Let's take a look at the matches for round 33. Lazio hosts a Torino side that had drawn both Milan teams in the past few matches, which coincides with the return of Andrea Belotti from injury. Both Lazio and Torino had drawn each other the past 2 times, but the last time Torino defeated Lazio was in the 2018-2019 season. However, the last time Torino beat Lazio at the Olimpico was in the 2017-2018 season. The Biancocelesti are looking good after last week's win over Genoa with Ciro Immobile's hat-trick, putting him 2 goals ahead of Dusan Vlahovic in the Capocannoniere race. The Toro will look to Gleason Bremer to keep Immobile off the score sheet if they want to get any points from this match. Next up, Roma travels to the Stadio Diego Maradona when Napoli lost 3-2 against Fiorentina last week. The Lupi still has a chance of getting into 4th place with only 5 points separating them from Juventus. Napoli do still have a shot at the Scudetto this season with 2 points separating them and Milan at the top, but their form at home has been worrying with 8 out of their 10 losses this season coming from the Maradona. This statistic does not bode well for the Partenope as Roma are coming into this match with an 11-game unbeaten streak. Atalanta needs to halt their downward spiral after last week's loss against Sassuolo. The Goddesses are down to 8th on the table, 2 points behind 7th place Fiorentina, and will need extra effort if they want to get into a European competition next season. Hellas Verona's season has been a mixed bag with 12 wins and 11 losses so far. However, with Atalanta's form, they feel they have a chance to get a result from this match, having lost the reverse fixture, especially since Atalanta is playing this match on the back of a Europa League quarter-final match. The last time Hellas travelled to Bergamo, they got a 2-0 win. And here are the rest of the fixtures of round 33. Spezia hosts champions Inter on Saturday morning at 1 AM, while Milan entertains Genoa at 3 AM. On Saturday evening, Sassuolo travels to Sardinia to face Cagliari, while Empoli travels to Udinese. Sampdoria hosts Salernitana, while Fiorentina hosts Venezia at 10:30 PM. On Sunday midnight, Bologna travels to Turin to face Juventus. The Coppa Italia returns next week, with the Derby della Madonnina coming up first. All to play for as the first leg ended 0-0. However, Inter come into this match with the better form after beating Juventus 2 weeks ago, while Milan have drawn their last 2 matches they should have won. The other Coppa Italia semi-final match sees Fiorentina travelling to Turin to face their most hated rival, Juventus. The Viola will feel they have a chance to overturn the 1-0 loss in the first leg after their performance in Naples last week. And they also were more than a match against Juventus in the first leg, only succumbing to an own goal in the dying minutes of the match. The Bianconeri will be motivated as the Coppa Italia could realistically be the only piece of silverware they can win this season. That's all the time I have for you this week. Thank you for watching. Ciao.